today we will be discussing the skills required to succeed as an entrepreneur. That is those skills that you require to succeed. You know, these days people just go into entrepreneurship because they lack other option. Maybe because they are tired, they've been job hunting, and that's why you see a lot of vendors that are not very, you know, practical about their business, how to go about their business. Like I was sharing with you a you know, situation online before we came back on air, of someone who sells, a vendor that sells ashwebi, and she told someone that before we can have a consultation with you, you have to pay 100,000 naira. Then we don't send people designs. And the person says, what if I don't like any of the design? She said the money is non-refundable. The 100,000 naira is non-refundable. But if you decide to purchase from us, we will deduct the 100,000 naira from what you are buying. I think we need to discuss brand policy. Like policies, yes.
That's true. Brand policy.
We really need to discuss policies.
That's true.
Even though a lot of people came to the defense of the business owner, saying that's their rules, they've already said it and all that, but I personally felt a type of way about it. It's just like forcing someone to buy.
Of course, what they don't want to buy. And again, it goes to show that when you are starting a business, you must have the customer interest. Because it is because of the customers that you are in business. Without the customer, you will not be in business. You know, you look at it from the point of view of the customer. You know, what they are doing there is they are looking at it from the point of view of the organization. But for you to keep customers and for them to keep coming back to do business with you, you must put their interest at heart. You must see what value are you adding to the customer. And if you're able to add value to the customer, of course, you are also going to get value. Don't think of what you are going to get first before the customer. And that's what we call customer-centric organization. And the way things are going on now, if you are not able to take care of the customer very well, others will do. Your competitors will do. Okay, so that takes us straight to the entrepreneurship discussion for today. What are the skills, like you have said, that we require to succeed as an entrepreneur? Like you said, we have so many people coming up today, maybe like you said, they don't have an option. But we are saying you can do it very well. You just have to develop these skills. Anyway, like I said, I met some people sometimes, they told me they were called to run businesses. They were called to set up businesses. That they have that character, that traits of entrepreneur. And that entrepreneurs are made or are born, not made. Those like people will tell you leadership. But I will tell you today that some of those traits of those entrepreneurs that me and you feel they are born with. These are traits, skills that can be learned. You can train yourself to develop those kind of skills and improve in your entrepreneurship business. The first one we'll consider will be the ability to manage money. You see, when I discuss with some entrepreneurs, young ones, SME holders, I say, no, money, I don't like to talk about money, but you cannot run away. Once you're an entrepreneur, you must talk about money. You must know how to manage money. You must be disciplined with money. You must have a very good relationship with money. Because money is the life wire. It runs the business. You must understand the numbers. Yes. You must understand what the accounts are talking about. You must understand what the balance sheet is. You must know what is the income statement, profit and loss. You must understand those things. And of course, you must be disciplined with money. Not when you are broke, you just come to the business. And that's why we advise them, please, once you start a business, try to place yourself on an allowance, if not salary. And not only where, anytime you need money, you will come and collect money, you know. So place yourself an allowance that you collect, you know, at the time every other worker is collecting. So you must have the ability to manage money. And it's very simple. You can even go for some professional courses. There are finance for non-finance managers where you understand the numbers and know how. When they show you, your accountant show you the books, you'll be able to interpret it and understand it. Another ability, another skill again you need to develop is the ability to raise money. The ability to raise money. Yes, you must have that ability to raise money. And how do you raise money? You believe in your business. You are passionate about your business. Let's say you are a caterer and you needed to acquire some new machines, new catering machines that you need. You go to an investor. You should be able to convince that investor.
Why
you
you
be able
need
to,
those
why you
equipment?
need those equipment, how it is going to add value to your business, how it's going to give them return on investment. So as an investor, I can invest in that your business because you have been able to convince me. So, and that is how you raise money. The days of one-man capital is over. You alone cannot bring all the money from your personal savings, from relation. You need to get investors involved. And that's one of the major things that we as stockbrokers, we do at the NGS platform. We encourage people to come. Let's see your business. Let's see how we can take it to the next level. Look at your processes. This should be attractive to somebody who wants to put his money. Because they said money has no, or capital has no relation. It only goes to where they will get their return. So you need to have that ability to raise money, passionate about your business, and see that you are able to convince with information, with data, your intending investors. So that is also very important for you to succeed as an entrepreneur. Another skill you have to develop again, the ability to relieve stress. Entrepreneur, we should not deceive ourselves. It goes with a lot of responsibility. You are doing everything. You are in control. And if you are not careful, you can tell on your health. And thank God, when are we discussing health, safety, wellness in the workplace? Tomorrow.
Yes.
And we'll be looking at a topic, and I think entrepreneurs should listen to that topic. It's going to be about burnout. When you walk and walk and walk and walk, you don't even know what has happened. You will just see them, they just collapse like that. And you know, or if you are a worker, look at this very scenario. The worker comes in at 8, he's looking at the time. When we closing time? Irritable to co-workers, to team members, you know, nothing pleases them. Then you begin to watch that something is really wrong somewhere. Some persons will say it's stress. Okay? Now, for stress, maybe you have a deadline to submit a project and the time is very close, you'll not be able to do it. Yes, it can be stressful. But after you submit that project, you deliver, you see that your stress level will come down. But for burnout, it's a long-term effect. And at the end of the day, it will affect you physically, psychologically, and otherwise. And it's not even good. In fact, at a point, we are even advised to go and seek medical attention. Okay? So tomorrow, we'll look at burnout and we'll discuss all that. So as an entrepreneur, your ability to relieve stress is very, very important. That is, it's not just about saying, just take a vacation and go. When you come back, you still meet the same problem. You know? But
I remember an adage that one of my lecturers used to say, tell us back then, that if I give you an assignment and you refuse not to do it, if you like go for 100 years, you come out and meet that water inside the pot.
Exactly.
You come back and meet that assignment.
So you should put stress management mechanism in place in your workplace, so that from time to time you can relieve stress. And we are going to be seeing some of those methods that we can use to relieve stress in our workplace. But I want to advise that if you work with a system, don't sit down for your system continuously for 2-3 hours.
Yes, in
take
between
little
breaks.
break. Yes, you know. Yeah. Even as broadcasters, don't sit down for too long.
Yeah.
Take short breaks here and there. Relieve yourself. You know. Play with other people. Listen to something outside your profession, learn new things, be playful, and be good with everybody. So for you to really succeed as an entrepreneur, the workload is so much, so you need to develop the ability, that skill, to relieve stress. Another skill again you have to develop is the ability to be productive. Ability to be productive. We have said here, some persons are very, very busy. By the end of the day, no results. It's not all about activity. We want to see tangible results. Anything that is not measured is not well done. So you must set tangible results for yourself, so that at a particular period of time, you say, okay, what have I achieved?
Yeah.
You have to be productive. And that's why we are saying you can't do it all. You need to delegate, and you do the most important, and delegate to other people to do what they even know better than you. I've always said that if as a manager or as an entrepreneur, you are the most smartest person, then there's something wrong. Your workers, your employees, they should be smarter than you. If you are the smartest person, then there is an issue. Because when they are smarter than you as a manager or the entrepreneur, it's just to coordinate the factors of production. While they are expected to be experts in those areas. The human resource person is an expert in that area. The accountant is an expert in that area. The production man. So you is to coordinate all these activities. So they should know better than you, and they give you advice. So also, as an entrepreneur, you should be able to bring out the best from people. And that's what leadership is all about. Authentic leadership, transformational leadership, where they don't just obey your orders, but they go the extra mile. They are inspired to do. You are able to make them see their potential, and they want to unleash it out on the job, and you begin to see results. That is when we will say you are very productive. That's a skill you have to develop. Another one is the ability to make entrepreneur friends. You need to, would have said, okay, you can join certain clubs where you have other entrepreneurs, you share your experience, you can learn from there and all that. Don't think, no, you don't want them to do your strategy. You don't want them to know what you are doing. Only you, it is not possible. You must develop friends who are also entrepreneurs. There's nothing wrong if two caterers collaborate.
Yes.
If they have a very big project. So you need to be relationship, you need to establish that relationship. Networking, so that you can collaborate and do certain jobs together. And of course, everybody will benefit at the end of the day. Another skill you have to develop again is the ability to identify strengths and weaknesses. Yes. But one thing I notice is we always forget about our strengths and we emphasize our weaknesses. No, you have identified your strengths. Work on that, your strength. Then your weakness, some other persons might be strong in that area. Let them work on that area. But there's nothing wrong for you to at least have an idea of what is going on. But it is obvious that we have certain strengths. You enjoy doing certain things. So why not give that employee who likes going out, why not give that employee that opportunity of going out to do the sales and all that? Then that employee who say, I'm shy, let the employee be trained as an accountant and just sit down in the office and do the paperwork. So you need to identify people's strengths and weaknesses and put them to where they will function optimally. So that is an ability of the entrepreneur. For you to succeed, you must be able to identify strengths and weaknesses, your own strengths and weaknesses, and of course that of your workers working for you. The next skill you have to develop, the ability to hire effective people. Once you are hiring people, you should, as an entrepreneur, you must have that skill. You must know that yes, this person qualifies to be in my team. Because it is not everybody that will share your dream. It's not everybody that will share your goal. Like somebody was telling me that if you are going to Lekki, the person is going to Ikeja, and the same boss, there will be problem.
Of course.
There will be problem. So you must, once you are hiring people, you must know that this person fits into the team you are trying to build. So you must know when you are hiring. There are certain questions you ask, and you know that whether this person wants to really be on this team. Another ability you need to develop a skill for you to succeed as an entrepreneur is ability to train new staff. Yes, that is I've seen it so many times, and entrepreneurs, they keep complaining, I don't even know how to teach this workout, this person is learning work from me, and you see them, they complain and they complain and complain. As an entrepreneur, you must have that ability to train new staff that have come. Even if those ones that are coming to learn as apprentice, you must be patient to know how to train them, so that after they spend some few times with you, they will now begin to understand the business and begin to do it on their own, whether you are there or not. So if you don't have that ability, maybe you are not around when a customer comes, say, hey, Oga, madam never come. Wait, especially mostly in fashion design, I've seen it. You say, no, now madam now will cut the cloth. You know, that shows that you have not been able to train that new staff properly. So it is, for you to succeed as an entrepreneur, you need to develop that skill of knowing how to train your subordinates and new persons who have come to learn the business. The ability to manage staff is very key. You should develop that ability to manage staff. As I have said, you must have emotional intelligence. Okay, I need to bring out some of these examples for SMEs, you know, because especially hairdressers, you see the madam always quarreling with the young lady that is coming to learn work. And, you know, I don't know why it is happening so much in that.
Most times, the reason is, although it depends on where you decide to, learn the trade from. There are some that they are stuck in the old ways. That is the old ways of apprenticeship. That the things that they did to them.
That's what they want to also.
Yes, they want to also repeat the same thing. Things like go to my house, wash my children's clothes, take care of help me cook.
Go to
I
the
once
market.
had a hairdresser that would ask our apprentice to cook food for her husband. Yes, and that particular day when she saw the man coming, she had to, quickly signal the young lady to leave the kitchen. She was making my hair at her house that day. She quickly had to, signal the young lady to leave the kitchen so her husband doesn't see it. And, in that moment, it got me thinking that, okay, this woman is making a trendy hairstyle. And this young lady is here to learn this trade. And she's not even, looking at any of the things that she's doing. So how does she learn? How is she useful to you? Then I looked at the other side. I said, oh, she's useful to her by helping her do chores. And she would keep telling the girl would have to learn that trade for over 2 years.
Exactly.
Before she would say, oh, you're free to do freedom and all that. And she may not even learn very
properly.
Well. Yes.
Exactly, that's true. So for you to succeed as an entrepreneur, you must have that skill to really to manage your staff very well. Have some level of emotional intelligence. Don't allow personal issues to, come into the work place. Yeah, another ability again or skill that you need to develop is ability to focus on your customers. Yes, because the only reason why you are in that business is for the customers. So why won't you do everything to keep the customers? I've said it here several times. The customer is the one that pays the salary, that pays the bill. Even though you don't agree, you say no. The customer pays management. Management now appropriate and pays every other person. So for you as an entrepreneur, it is your customer that really keeps you in business. The customer is the real master, because if they all decide to take their business elsewhere, they have sacked everybody in that business. So your ability to focus on your customer, what you think they will like, what value are you adding to them? You see your business from the perspective of the customer. Don't always say, okay, how much am I going to make first? No. Is this customer satisfied? Have I added value to this customer? Is this customer okay? And I'm telling you, once you have done that, the money comes automatically. And that's when I would say your business is customer centric. The customer comes in first. Yeah. Another ability again, anyway, because we have said these are changing times. Even the older entrepreneurs will just have to abide by rates. That is their ability to connect via social media. Whether you are old-fashioned, you just have to be out there in the social media.
Even if you can't do it yourself, you can hire someone to do it.
Hire somebody to do it.
There are social media managers out there.
But you just need to have that ability, that skill to be in the social media space. Okay, let's go for a short break.
Face all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station. Broad Street Radio, your number one business radio.
Welcome back. It's the entrepreneurship segment where we'll be discussing the skills required to succeed as an entrepreneur. And before we round up, due to time restriction, Mr. Charles will quickly take one more skill.
Just one more skill.
Yes.
Yeah, the ability to deal with failure. The ability to deal with failure, it's a very important skill an entrepreneur has to develop for themselves to be successful. You prepare for failure. You're not being pessimistic, but you know that in the business environment, nothing is 100% guaranteed. So you should be prepared when that failure comes. It is not what actually happened, but how you react to what happened. So the ability to deal with failure when it comes is a very important skill for an entrepreneur to develop for him or her to succeed very well. Then the very last one is the ability to improve your world. Why are you in that business? You should have a goal that is above you, something that you derive apart from material benefits, something that will really uplift your spirit, so that you are really doing this beyond the physical. Like, sorry, I don't have 1 or 2 minutes. If I ask somebody who sells drink and she was telling me, once I buy, I sell, I make my money, that is the essence. I said, don't you think that when somebody wants to do a birthday party or a wedding, something like that, they come and approach you for you to sell these drinks to them? Don't you see you're also contributing to the happiness and welfare of these persons? Look your business beyond just selling this thing to this person and making money. See that you are also contributing to the welfare of those persons. So you are now improving your world. So we should connect what we do, our job, to an higher purpose. That is when you can even say you have discovered your purpose while you are doing this business. Like the religion people tell you, your workplace becomes your own sanctuary, becomes your altar, where as you are doing the job, you are also serving your God and making other people happy. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Charles, for that lovely session on the entrepreneurship segment for today. However, this is where I also draw the curtain for the afternoon business show. Do join me same time tomorrow afternoon at 12 noon for a fresh episode of the afternoon business show. Also tomorrow we'll have our health and wellness segment.
Yes.
We'll be discussing burnout.
Yeah.
Burnout in the workplace. So do make it a date. But next up on Broad Street Radio is the Drive Time Show. What I always do on the Drive Time Show is to let you know the latest trends are happening in the entertainment scene. It's just a pure vibe, great music while you're making your way home.